pure talent-wise, and I think Mbappe is clearly the best player in the world. I don't think it's close.
Hey,
Haaland?
over Messi.
Oh, wait, hold up. I hope now you little Haaland boys know Mbappe is better than Haaland. And I know
Not fair.
I know
He didn't get a
Norway.
chance. He didn't get a chance to
Haaland
prove it during the
can.
World
I'm
Cup.
gonna tell you this right now. Haaland cannot just receive the ball on the left wing and make a madness happen.
Different player.
Mbappe is
Different
finishing
player.
as good as you
Different
and
player.
killing you, going horizontal, dribbling, penalties does not matter.
Different player, though.
I ain't never seen no shit like
At the
Mbappe.
same
bro.
time,
Different
I don't
functions.
know if Mbappe has the same finishing ability as Haaland.
He
I think
shouldn't.
Haaland can
Maybe
create.
not exactly
He
the same.
shouldn't.
Yeah,
but
that shouldn't even be
Mbappe's
comparable
finishing is
because
up.
that's not. I
Mbappe-
don't think they have the same
Primary
function.
functions when
Yeah.
you step on the pitch, even as a
Yeah.
coach, and you're looking. Mbappe should be able to bring the ball up. Haaland, give it up and
If
do
we're at
some-
school though, if we're at
post
school
up
and we're
in the-
picking
in the
teams, I think
box.
I'm still picking Haaland over Mbappe.
I'm not. I'm picking Mbappe
That's
every day of the
interesting.
fucking week.
Oh, you said for
Wait,
you said for
why?
what?
Wait, so in your five-a-side team
Mm-hmm.
right now, like we about to go over to Pier
Yeah.
5, you can choose any
and
of
Killy going
those.
crazy.
Any of the top players in the world, you
Yeah.
can choose anybody.
I think I'm picking Haaland because I still think
Over
that like
Mbappe.
yeah, because I think that like at the end of the day, Mbappe is still a bit of a streaky like player. Like
I think-
he's streaky
I can't-
still at this point in his career, whereas Haaland
fair.
is like much more clinical. I feel like you give him the ball
you're not
in the
wrong.
box, he's scoring.
I would
Whereas
say-
Mbappe could have an off day and he just disappears.
Yeah, but it's easy to be not easy. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's easier to be clinical when your only function, your
I
only
agree.
job
I agree.
is
Scoring.
to just score.
And
But
So-
I need someone to score.
yeah,
I'm
but let's,
taking
we're
Haaland.
speaking about clinical. We have the top scorer in the World Cup, the top scorer in League On, the top scorer in the Champions
Don't say
League.
League on though.
Bruh, but if
No,
he also
seriously,
did World
don't say Liga,
Cup, if he also
seriously.
did World Cup and Champions League, it means every opportunity he has, he's top scorer.
I agree.
So he's getting the goals on top of all the creation he does from the left
a
wing.
fact.
And just the fact that the shit that doesn't show up on the stat sheet, I go past 3 people, pass it to my midfielder who makes the diagonal, that creates the goal. Like that won't show up in the stat. But the fact that I was able to cook 3 defenders on the wing is what made that
I
possible.
think it's
So both stats and non-stats, I think he got it.
I think one thing that you're just highlighting is inevitability with Haaland. Like
Yeah.
he's gonna put the ball in the back
exactly.
of the net. But yeah, it depends what you look for because Mbappe has more to offer.
Yeah.
I think that Mbappe at his best is much better than Haaland, but I fear that Mbappe is too streaky of a player, and therefore I'm picking Haaland. if
Being
makes sense.
that much of a top scorer in all these ways, you still think he's streaky
Listen,
right now.
Mbappe in the Champions League played a shitty Juventus who doesn't even have their society in
That
place
was a
yet.
nasty goal against Juve, though. You remember that one?
Yes, but the Juventus team doesn't even have ownership at this
He
point.
also had nasty
Maccabi
goals.
Haifa
Bro.
and Benfica.
Yeah, but he also
And then
had
in the
nasty
World Cup, they
goals.
played Tunisia, Australia. Like, at the end
He
of
had
the
a
day...
hat trick in the
I can't
final,
name-
bro. Like,
He did.
He had a hat trick in the
But then he got shut down by Morocco and
penalties
shut down by
in
England.
still.
That's what I'm saying. He's streaky.
That's
It's
fair.
true.
But define shut down. Just because you didn't score doesn't mean like you had a terrible game.
Also-
Also, all players have their moment. Like Messi was one of the top scorers, but he had 4 penalties?
Yeah.
He still had a great tournament.
But
It
I
looks
feel
like-
whatever.
Yeah.
It looks
No, I
like
feel
it's,
you. I see
it
what
looks like it's inevitable that this is about to be the new Messi
Yeah,
versus
yeah,
Ronaldo
yeah,
debate.
yeah.
As much as
I don't think it is. I don't think
as
it
much
is.
as I,
Damn.
I think
would've
Mbappe's
wished-
clear.
I would have
That was
wished.
it right there.
That was it right there.
I think Mbappe's clear. No.
I would have wished that
We need more time.
after
was actually
Messi
it right
versus
there.
Ronaldo. After Messi versus Ronaldo, I hope that football fans would have outgrew that whole mentality.
Hey, don't let Killy go to Real Madrid. I'm going,
He's inevitable for the next 20 years.
Oh, man. I didn't even
Nah,
clock
I'm going to be
that.
real, though.
That's
I
what's
think
gonna
we need
happen.
more time because I don't think it's
That's
going to be
so
Ronaldo
funny.
Messi. I think we need more time to
It's
see.
not, but the landscape, the way we know us,
looks like
we
it
know
could.
fans. Bro, this is what
No,
it's gonna
but
be. Like they're
football,
already
I
starting
my
it
thing
right
is
now,
this.
and look how
All I'm-
it just ended up like just
that's
slithering
right now,
its way
though,
into
bro.
our
I
think-
conversation
I
right
think-
now.
But I th-
And he's not even. Haaland is not even in the World Cup.
But
and
what I'm saying
still-
really quickly, Josh got drafted real
you
quickly, is the consistency of Ronaldo Messi is still what we have to see from Mbappe and Haaland. They're nowhere near that. These guys
I
gave
think
us
they near it, bro.
No, they're not. They haven't had the years to even
They
prove
gonna
they
get
are.
there.
Yeah.
My point is,
see, though.
these guys were so unreal for
You don't
like
think so?
20 years.
a lot of
We have to
decades.
see if they can
You have
keep it
kids.
up.
they don't seem to be injury prone, and if
Talk
they're
about
not injury
Mbappe.
prone, what else could lead them to not be this consistent for years? I think they're gonna, unless it's
It's not
like
that simple, bro.
something like extremely psychologically damaging happens to them. God forbid. I
Chill,
think that
bro.
no. I said God
that's real
forbid.
shit.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Knock on wood.
But unless it's that or something physically
I don't think so.
damaging, I think they're gonna keep that
One-
up for
I
because
don't
they
know.
have the mentality.
I don't think we
Mbappe-
guys
And they have the
saw,
skills.
bro.
Mbappe could pull away though. He's
One
not
little
far
thing I
from
want to
it.
say about the two of them is they both have little brothers that both seem to be like nearing an ability where they can play at the highest level
That's
as well.
good.
And I think from your mentality, that's also really interesting. Because imagine if Ronaldo had a little brother and Messi had a little brother that was also playing just in the same level. I don't know. It's just an interesting little thought that I saw on
Different
Twitter.
motivations.
Yeah.
We'll see.
For real. But Mbappe could pull away from that boy Haaland. Like, he just needed to touch a UCL. You guys brought up a very good point about how is this going to translate into the season. PSG by Messi was probably one of the best things they did because when Messi won the World Cup, he's a PSG player. Brings different type of attention. Neymar out, that's another narrative. And so
Hakimi.
I don't know what type of energy they're
Well,
going.
all them, not taking away from your point at all. In addition to what you're saying,
it's going to see.
they're actually like, they all balled out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the PSG players went
And
crazy.
Hakimi as well. Yeah.
All the Chelsea players went crazy,
Yeah.
right, guys?
Oh
Yeah.
god.
But this,
so-
Oh god.
no, but
Wait.
you got it.
Depending on how it translates for PSG, I don't know if Mbappe continue on and show out.
But that's the whole point. We thought this super team, you have to win. You just have to win the Champions League. And Mbappe is the one guy who showed up against Real Madrid. He had 2 incredible goals, and they still lost. So, I mean, are PSG going to finally do it? I mean, we'll talk about it in the new year when the Champions League resumes. But it's like, how do
I
you
hope
not
so.
win the Champions League with these guys?
Messi-
You've all
Did you-
been there. Like, you know
There's
what I mean?
different motivations. Now,
Before we
Messi
even-
wants to continue.